council meeting on Monday, December 8th, 2025 at Osakis City Hall at 7 p.m. If we would all please rise to say the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we've got a few people in attendance, so maybe we should do roll call.
Stephanie Finnegan, City Council.
Laura Backus, City Council.
Judy DeBourgeois, Mayor.
Tim Thornblum, City Council.
Randy Anderson on City Council.
Larry Delahay.
Craig Droppick, State Fire Chief.
Chad O'Brien, Police Chief.
Alvin Boris.
Jason Murray, David Jones Associates.
And Angela Jacobson.
If we could look at the agenda, is there any changes that anybody needs to make, or can we approve the agenda as presented?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I will now entertain a motion to suspend this regular meeting to go into our first public hearing, truth and taxation.
I make a motion to suspend the meeting.
Motion has been made and seconded to suspend the regular meeting to open public hearing, truth and taxation. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We will move on to the truth and taxation hearing. Pardon me?
Come up and.
Yes,
go through it?
please. Yes, please.
Tonight, we're having a public hearing we're required to have for our budget. So I did have for everybody in the public here to get this sheet that says Osakis city highlights. Everybody receives these in their newsletter in the fall. So it's not changed from then, but just wanted to go over some of the details of that and not read everything else, but just for the public's information is that the council is looking at a 5% increase to our tax levy, and that's $44,009, and that's proposed for 2026, and that would cover the general fund expenditures, reserve fund, and our debt levy. And right now, the taxes that the city does collect is approximately 47.59% of the total budget that the city uses throughout the year in their general fund. The expenditures that we're looking at this year are 7.2% increase for 26 from the 25 budget. The main changes are our parks, beach, community center, trails, and ice rink, and the police department are the biggest changes in our budget. For the revenues, it's also increasing by 7.2%, and the main items that we receive that cover the cost of our general fund are the local government aid, taxes, and grants, and we do transfer some money from other funds to help with the budget. So in the main part, the council's looking at tonight adopting that budget. So like we talked about in our preliminary budget, we had a 5% increase. I did have in the packet tonight, I went through the budget and finalized some numbers based on some changes that we had recently. There was a carryover of $4,889, so we could reduce the levy amount to 4.5% and still stay within not affecting the budget that we had set up in September. But if the council wanted to go a little lower, we'd have to reduce some of the reserve funding in order to do that. So the council tonight can open it up to questions from the floor and then move into making a decision on that. Any questions for me, first of all?
Nothing for me.
Thank you.
And do we have any questions from the floor or any comments from the floor? If not, I will entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion to close the public hearing.
And do I have a second?
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to close the public hearing at 7:06 PM. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And with the information that Angela has provided to us, my feeling, is I don't think you want to reduce it to, 4%. I would rather not have to pull from reserves. But if she's comfortable with us bringing it down to 4.5, I would, appreciate that. Any discussion, on this from you guys? Uh-oh, I forget to silence my phone, sorry about that, guys.
Well, then I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-30, the 2026 final tax levy of 4.5%.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve resolution 2025-30 for final tax levy of 4.5%. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
There are two more items on there, Judy, too.
Yep.
Okay. A motion to approve the budget for 2026.
Second.
And do I have a second?
Me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the budget for 2026 as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And then, last meeting, we discussed the, new, water and sewer rates, which Angela has provided to us here also.
I will make a motion to approve the new rates for 2026.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the water and sewer rates for 2026 as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have a few minutes before the next public hearing, so we will look at the consent agenda and items, please.
I will make a motion to approve the consent items and pay the bills of $367,239.25.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded to approve the consent agenda and approve bills of $367,239.25. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. To item number 60-1, ordinance rental. I know we tabled this at the last meeting. I know that Angela and Lynette have given me some more information regarding the number of units that we have in town. I do feel that we should have further conversation on this. But if it's okay with the council, I would like to table this till the February meeting. This January gets to be a little hectic too. Unless you guys have some other thoughts or any other information that you would like, the city girls to, get together for us. I know I can have Angela share what she's already, the information that they've already gathered. Okay,
I'll make a motion to table the rental ordinance, project number 16-1 to the February meeting.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to table the ordinance for rental units till February. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Project number 60, ordinance meters. The Public Works Department has been working to replace the water meter batteries for properties that are receiving estimated bills. We currently have 24 properties that have received 3 notices to have the meter battery replaced, and they have not complied. Public Works is looking at us changing our ordinance for a non-compliance fee. I think this is probably something that we should have looked at.
Currently, we're allowed to shut them off, not charge a fee.
But we can't do that during the winter months, so correct?
Well, shut them off, you're legally required unless they heat with water. But typically, we don't do it because of the cold weather rules and having to find the curb stops and shut them off, it causes problems, so. We don't on a typical basis, so now you can't shut anybody off for non-compliance, so. We discussed this fee that we saw other cities do non-compliance, but wanted to see if it was even worth investigating or have an attorney look at some draft language before I went that far, but I did have some here just to get you an idea of if we did do something, that would be something that would look like.
So, just so I'm understanding this correctly, so they're not replacing the batteries, so are we just guesstimating then what, on average, what they've used, and that's what they're getting for the bill, so ultimately they also could get a surprise if they're using a lot more
Well,
water.
and we have had, so the system estimates it itself, it goes off of people's average. And we have had some that are really close, and we've had some that their bill's $300 or more. And then they come in and they're complaining, it's like, well, they've been estimated for a year now. And now we have people that have gotten 3 notices and haven't complied, so is there a reason why they aren't keeping up with it? I don't know, or don't wanna do it, we're not sure. I did have a gentleman that complained about having to do it to me, and he said he didn't get his first 2 letters. I can't say that he did or didn't, I mean, we sent them out, to him. And so these 24 people, we are actually today calling them. Just saying, hey, did you know that you're supposed to be doing this? And seeing if we can get a few more, but some people just don't wanna do it. It matters, they just don't wanna have anybody in their house, so. We don't have an accurate rating to know what
Right,
to
I
bill.
get that, but we also are providing them with water, and we need to have a way to be accountable for their benefit as well as ours. We all need to be on the same page, so
Mhm.
I have no problem with going forward with that. I mean, if they don't wanna do that, then they shouldn't live in city limits, I guess. I mean, we need to have it accurate for.
Well, it's for both,
ends.
I mean, we're billing them, we don't wanna overcharge them, but
Right.
we have no idea what our estimate, if it's too much or not enough. I did ask Lynette to take these 24 at least and look back and figure it herself, just to make the system isn't figuring it wrong, because the closer we can get, the better, otherwise, like you said, there's gonna be $200, $300, $400, and it's like, they don't like that when we send that to them.
Right.
We've had people complain to us, it's like, well, I'm sorry, but
I was gonna say, and Lynette and I had a conversation about the new system too. The way it averages it is weird.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, the system doesn't go back to look at the time period. It just, I don't know where it comes up with the number, and Lynette has no idea either. But I know, Steph, you had.
So we had ours and we had it estimated and then we got our actual bill. And truly for us, it was more that we used 10,000 gallons and I'm like, good Lord, you guys are done showering. So that was more my shock but then as I talked to Judy and I talked to a couple of my neighbors, they're like, don't worry about that number, they have to start somewhere. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because they get a final reading when they do it.
Yeah.
And when they replace his battery, it's 0.
Yes.
It starts over, so then they give us that reading, that's what we bill, is that final reading. And so it probably was underestimating some for yours.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It went down again this month, so I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
Sounds reasonable after 3 times that would be reasonable.
and maybe if we want to go forward and look at this, because I don't think that it's a bad idea, you know, people have to understand that we have to replace these things.
Well, and we couldn't predict that they would fail early either.
Yeah, but maybe we, in the language, we can put, 3 letters and then follow up with a phone call. And if we can't get anything after the phone call,
yeah.
We've done our due diligence as a city.
Yeah.
yep,
The auditor monitors on water that comes out of our wells, and if we can't account for it, that's what I don't think that.
Yeah, we have to keep within that 10%. Yeah.
So I will make a motion to approve moving forward.
For the motion?
Yeah.
Last year I had my water meter freeze up and broke. They gave me a new water meter, I put it in. Now, I don't know if that has a battery in it or what it might hook up to.
Yeah, you have to put in, they won't put it in, but this is just the unit on top of it is the battery. And that's what sends it to the reading, so as they drive around, that's how they get the reading from it.
Okay, it has the battery in it?
Yeah.
When I got it?
Yep,
How long do they usually last?
well, what we're doing now is between 10 and 12 years,
Oh, okay.
that's what we're doing, yeah. So if you just got a new one, you should be good for 10 years, hopefully.
Okay, just making sure.
Fingers crossed. Beautiful, so I will make a motion to approve moving forward to prepare language to amend our meter ordinance and allowing for non-compliance fees.
Second.
motion is made and seconded to approve moving forward and prepare language to amend our meter ordinance to allow a non-compliance fee. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now I will ask or entertain a motion to suspend our regular meeting to move on to our tax increment public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded to suspend our regular meeting and open public hearing for tax increment. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Jason, if you want to come
Sure.
join us.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
Tonight, you're holding this public hearing just on the modification of the original Osakis Properties tax increment financing district 1-5. It was originally established back in 2000, so it's hitting its last few years of life. And so the main reason why we're modifying this is the city of Osakis has been very aggressive in how it's used this increment to support specifically single-family housing improvements within the city. It's also looking at, I know the EDA is talking about some future housing, new development and that. So we want to maximize this TIF district as best we can. And so the TIF plan governs how the city can use this increment over the life. So really looking over this life of this 26-year district. So the key piece of this TIF plan is really that budget that's on page, I think it's page 3. It maximizes what we're trying to do is maximize that budget to make sure that we have the ability to collect the increment. So right now, if we didn't approve this, you see that total from modification number 1, that 1.8 million would be the maximum increment we could collect. The experience this TIF district has had is we're hitting that capacity. So in order to make sure that we can use this TIF district through its life through the end of 2027, we just want to modify this budget and maximize this budget as much as we can based on all the activities. So really, with this modification, we really tried to balance out. You've had a lot of land sale proceeds over the years, so we want to make sure we're accounting for that, plus the increment, and maximizing this budget. So again, council, we're not adding parcels. This has nothing to do with anything new from the standpoint of adding parcels. It's mainly a budgetary amendment or modification at this time. We'll see in a couple of years where the council and EDA want to go as far as the use of this district. At the end of 2027, we'll no longer be collecting increment, but if there is some funds available to the TIF district from these activities, we can continue to use it as long as it's supporting housing that meets specific income levels, whether rental or home ownership. And so council and EDA has been very aggressive over the last few years of trying to do the single family home fix up. It's been a very good program for the city here. Any questions on the modification, council? It's just, again, just trying to maximize the use of this TIF district for the city.
I have no questions.
Thanks, council. I'll step back if there's any questions.
Thank you.
And it was in our minutes, the EDA was requesting extension.
And I will now entertain a motion to, close the public hearing.
So
Second. Motion has been made and seconded to close the public hearing and return to our regular meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So in order for us to do that, we have to approve the resolution that Angela has attached.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2025-32 resolution, approving the modification for the TIF 1 through 5.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve resolution 25-32, approving the modification of TIF District 1-5. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Angela, the last sentence on this document, do we need to make a motion to pay that invoice?
No, they'll send us one later on, there was just an estimate.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, then we will move on to project 299-489, bond lift station, main lift station. Jason, you're back up.
Well, perfect. Well, this has been kind of a fall project for you and improving this lift station. So mainly due to kind of the timing of it and the need for funds, we decided the best option was using Minnesota Water to issue this debt. And so you have in front of you a loan agreement and resolution that would approve the issuance. Trying to find the cheat sheet here, wrapped into. One second, sorry. I had the bond schedule, I just wanted to hit the highlights on. Sorry. First and foremost, this is a utility, so we are collecting sewer and water. Earlier, I know that during your budget conversation, you improved the new water and sewer rates, so that's something Angela and I have been speaking with over the last few months here, just as we prep for this borrowing, this issue. It's $759,000 total bond issue. Again, it will pledge sewer revenues. There was some mixtures of some generators in there for the water plant, but there was also a grant to offset that. And so this is going to mainly pledge sewer revenues for that main lift station. So if council wishes, we can lock in tonight, and within a couple of weeks, we'll have funds in the bank for you to make construction invoice or pay construction invoices.
What rate are we looking at?
I knew you were gonna ask me.
Well, I had 4.45.
Yeah, that's what I locked in.
Okay.
That's what I locked in. I was on my way up here panicking a little bit. There was a couple of 4.65s that came in today. I was confusing myself. So yes, 4.45.